Good afternoon, YouTubes. Cam Biker here again. Just out for a quick half an hour away from the computer screen. Not really got a topic for today. I just fancied a break. I've had fewer interruptions today than normal. When you're a software developer, you're obviously not doing anything physical, but the mental demands are quite high. It's strange. Learning a computer language, programming language, is pretty easy. Learning what all the keywords do and how the structures work and all that kind of thing. And understanding how to put it all together just comes with time and experience. The trickiest part, certainly for me, seems to be keeping the interruptions at bay. Because what happens when you're developing is, if you're developing anything more complex than a basic web page, you start to end up with lots of things in your head. So the minute I'm dealing with something that's going to change the way that our stores do pricing, I've mentioned it before in a video, and it's thinking about the pricing diaries and how pricing changes over time, and calculating the gross margins and working out things based on all the different costs that come from all our suppliers who can also have cost diaries. And what happens is you think about one thing and you realise it's affected by something else. So you start thinking about that, and that's affected by something else as well. And before you know it, you're juggling 7 or 8 concepts in your brain at once. And I'm not going to claim that that's strenuous or particularly difficult. I'm not going to pretend that my job is anything like being a builder or working construction. In fact, it's, from my point of view, I enjoy the mental challenge. The problem I have is that I get into that frame of mind, I get 7 or 8 things in my brain, and then the phone rings. And usually when the phone rings at my home, because I work from home, it's somebody with a very strong Indian accent called John Smith or Adrian Childs or something like that. A very British name for somebody who's clearly not British. International call, and they're trying to sell me something, and I usually politely say no, I'm not interested, and goodbye. Sometimes I don't get to say goodbye because they're not always as polite as me, and as soon as the word no comes out of my mouth, they slam the phone down. But the moment then has gone, that when you're at the peak of what your brain can handle in the terms of number of things that you can think about, that interruption, that phone call distracting you, even if it's only for 30 seconds, those thoughts are kind of like a tower of cards that suddenly come tumbling down. And I find, maybe it's because I'm getting on a bit, that it takes me a good 15 minutes to sometimes even remember what I was thinking about, but to get back into that state of mind where I can start writing lines of code again. Now today I haven't had that, and it's because I hope it's because I bought myself one of those call blockers that you just plug in to your phone socket, and you plug your phone into that. And it's a funny little thing. I saw it originally on Dragon's Den, and it does make you chuckle, because when somebody calls you, the phone doesn't even ring anymore. So we don't even know that they've called in a lot of cases. What it does is it checks their number first, and if it's a number that you've set up as being one that you accept calls from, then the phone rings. If it's one that you've talked to before and you don't want to talk to again, then the phone doesn't ring. And you can set up different things, but I've got it set to play a tone as if the phone number isn't in use anymore. So people who ring me now, they actually think that my phone's been disconnected, if it's somebody I don't want to talk to. And if the number's somebody that you haven't spoken to before, the device answers the phone for you and asks them who they are. Then your phone rings and the device is talking to you saying that you've got a call and it's from whoever, and it plays back, you know, the little recorded message of who they said they were. And then you press one of 3 buttons. So you press one button to say, okay, I'll talk to them. You press another button to say, yes, I'll talk to them. And this is one of my favourite numbers. They call them starred numbers, so that they don't have to go through that process ever again. It just rings from then on. But my favourite one is you press the hash key to zap them. Actually, in the manual it actually says to zap them. And all that does is you don't have to talk to them at all. It just plays them a message. It just says, sorry, we're not interested in your call. Please hang up and don't call again. And so far it's been working a treat. Cracking. Anyway, I thought I'd just tell you about that. Just noticed that cyclist there having a problem. I wonder if he needs a bit of help, so I think I'm just going to turn around and ask him if he needs a bit of a hand. But yeah, nice little gadget. That's not really a vlog topic, is it? I'm just gabbing now. Really didn't expect I'd be out today. The weather forecast said it was going to be pretty miserable, but it's turned out alright. And as I say, I wanted a break from the old computer, so what better a break than getting on the bike? Looks a bit slippery down there. Took a wide berth. Doing some roadworks up the road and they're pulling mud down and it's all getting sprayed to kind of the first foot or 2 of the road, and it's very, very slippery. Certainly don't want to be riding over it. See how this cyclist is doing. Might be my good deed of the day. Unless he's really quick and he's gone already. Nice little U-turn there. Gonna be practicing. I booked my bike safe. Unfortunately I can't do it until April, but quite looking forward to doing the old bike safe course. You alright? I was just coming to see if you needed a hand.
Sorry?
I was just coming to see if you needed a hand.
Oh no, I'm fantastic. I'm just pumping it up.
Alright, no probs.
That's very nice of you, thank you.
Oh, it's alright. It's 2 wheels, isn't it? We've got to look after each other. It's 2 wheels, you've got to look after each other, you know.
Much appreciated. Bye-bye.
See you now. You didn't need any help after that? Ah well, I tried. Anyway, I think that's enough rambling from me for this one. Probably met my 7 minutes quota. Thanks for watching, YouTubers. Ride safe and I'll talk to you all again soon.